Hi everyone, we are back talking about some of my favorite fashions from a Drag Race season. We are officially in Drag Race UK Season 4 as we just finished that for my Drag Race podcast, That Sounds Gay, which you can find not only in the links below, but also here on YouTube in a semi-visual podcast. So today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite looks. This was a little bit easier than other seasons to go through and try to figure out what my favorite looks were. Remember, as always, that if your favorite look is not here, it doesn't mean I thought it was bad, it just didn't make my top 10. So without any further ado, let's jump on in. In the number 10 spot, we have Dakota Schiffer's family makeover look. I love how baby doll this entire look is, and I still to this day don't understand what the problem was with this beautiful peach color and this black and white checker. This matches in the doll aesthetic that Dakota was always going for or trying to push that the judges were just not connecting with. And I think this was the highest form of who that character was, represented flawlessly on the stage. It still upsets me that she went home to this day. The bows on the front are whimsical. I love the shape of the column of Dakota's dress, and overall cute her makeover's look is. In the number 9 spot, we have LaFille's Rue Are You. I enjoy the drama of this look. The way that the chiffon cascades as he walks. Normally I don't like a bodysuit, but the style lines of the Union Jack on the front are so interesting and a creative play on any type of bodysuit that we've seen on Drag Race. There are two different textiles of fishnet, one that has a shine and a sparkle to it, and another one that's a bit more matte. And I think what LaFille did here was translate not only his UK pride, but also a sense of his background as well. In the number 8 spot, we have the bingo look. This was something they created there at Drag Race, and while it is a simple look, there's something quite marvelous about it that they managed to take a print like this weird chain and flowers that wouldn't work on anything other than a couch cushion and pair it with this black shiny vinyl in a way that works. They've taken different elements of accessorization with socks and gloves and paired that asymmetrically. I like the high neck of Dakota's look and the low scoop of Baby's with the subtle changes in their hair to mirror each other, but also be very in line with their own unique aesthetics. Even the way that Baby and Dakota both have these ankle straps with the different studding on them. They did a great job at translating each other and complementing each other, and this looks like something that could have come out of their suitcases. In the number 7 spot, we have Cheddar Gorgeous's finale gown. This is impressive as hell because it is not only pants, but it is also two different kinds of skirts. We have this long pencil skirt that's been rouged. This oil spill fabric that's been used to construct the corset is like nothing I've ever seen before. It manages to tailor Cheddar's unique brand of being this outer-worldly creature that's hundreds of years old, that has seen so much history and so much time, and merges all that into one cohesive thought. It's sort of Elizabethan while also being future of drag, sci-fi in general. The makeup is cool as hell and it is a great compliment to the overall look. In the number 6 spot is Starlet. This gown is something that could walk Couture down any runway, I think. I love a sweetheart neckline and I am a slut for Tiffany blue. I love that it's a take on Cinderella while also bringing it to old Hollywood. The miniature glitter stars can sometimes be tacky, but the way that it has been constructed and applied to this corset brings some visual interest that no one else frankly has managed to do when tacking stars to their body. I love the way that these ruffles are in a layered cake effect. I cannot imagine how many yards of tulle went into constructing this, but the finished product is impressive. In the number 5 spot, we have Cheddar Gorgeous's Neon Nights. Neon is a category that I think just about every drag artist in the universe has tackled at some point, and what Cheddar did was bring a theme to it. We saw a lot of mushrooms in this time period of Drag Race. The whole of contestants seemed to be really enamored by the idea of mushrooms and psychedelics. I think I like Cheddar's interpretation maybe the best of all of them. We saw Marina do something that was reminiscent of Morlul in Philippines season 1. We saw Evie Oddly and Willow Pill do something in All Stars 7 and in season 14 respectively. Cheddar brought color and dynamicism without bringing lights. which is something that the others relied on. I love that there are mushrooms cropping up literally everywhere, and the way that this ruffle effect on the side even is reminiscent of mushrooms. The textile is thick and has this pleating in it that creates the ridges that you typically see on a wild mushroom. It is so interesting and unique and conceptual, while also being incredibly high fashion. In the fourth spot, we have Cheddar Gorgeous once again for Tickled Pink, bringing awareness to a piece of queer iconography that has been lost in modern queer culture. The pink triangle being something that Cheddar has reclaimed here, that many queer folks have reclaimed from its dark past, I think is a powerful message, with the message being silence equals death. Reminding the community, as Cheddar often does with their political activism, that we need to be loud and proud and not let anyone stop us from our true queerness. I think the colors are so bombastic against this pressed sequin black. Everything underneath is clean and tailored to present the message of this triangle shape. It's giving rectangle girls of the world, and I'm obsessed with it. In the number 3 spot is Pixie Polite's Neon Nights look. I think what is most impressive about this is the geometrical construction of this. We've got this hot acid green that's been juxtapositioned with this almost watermelon color in a graffiti style that represents street while also being high fashion. I think the glove accessorization choice was so smart. And I even love this kind of weird funky beret that's on the head. And if you'll notice, even the shoes are custom made to match this look. I think everything about this from head to toe is so impressive. I would have loved something a little more conceptual for the makeup, but I'm not totally mad that it was just a clean face so that the garment itself could talk. And I think maybe one other small stylistic choice would have been to make the belt a solid color so that it stands out among everything else. But overall, the shape of this is what's most impressive. And it doesn't look like it's wearing her, she's wearing it. There's something loud and bombastic about it while also being very polished and reserved. In the number 2 spot, we have Sminty Drops Love Your Hair, Hope You Win. I am a fan of all things Mothman, and so anything that is slightly resembling a moth, I am here for and on board for. Moths are hairy, and to take the concept of Love Your Hair main event and decide to translate that through an animal, I think is very smart. I think it shows the level of intelligence that Sminty was trying to bring to her themed couture this season. I love the way that we've got a take on pigtails forming in an antenna shape. The way that it's even been feathered out of these individual braids to create the fuzziness of a moth. I love the incorporation of these feathers and this donut effect around the neck, and the way that the front of this has been stoned very meticulously to create this effect of ridges is spectacular and stunning. I'm a big fan of monochrome, and I think whoever worked on this design clearly knew exactly what Sminty was going for. Had her challenge not been so bad, I think she could have been safe for this look alone. And then edging us to the number 1 spot, my favorite look from this entire season belongs to Danny Beard's West End Wonders. The overall construction of this and its camp approach to being a Broadway concept is impressive as hell to me. It stands at almost 8 feet tall, I think she said, with an articulated head that even moves. The pot resembles almost a mermaid's skirt, and the way that the dress is so tight to the body allows all these shapes to stand out. They don't distract from it. I love the color storyline that's being told here with this mint julep green and this hot magenta. There is something so whimsical that you could in fact see this in a Broadway show, but it is still very, very drag. This is the actual perfect intersection of where comedy and glam meets camp and couture. The scale of this is what anyone that does camp should aspire to do, because this is truly one of the most impressive things that has ever walked down the runway of Drag Race UK. And with that, that has been my top 10 favorite looks of this season. Let me know some of your favorite looks in the comments below. And remember, if your favorite look did not make this list, it doesn't mean I thought it was bad. It just wasn't in my top 10. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button. And if you're interested in checking out my Drag Race podcast, those links are below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all on the flip.